To be out checking the trap. Coming down my line here, I can see the link tracks coming down my trail, heading towards my snare pen. I was kind of hoping it wasn't a miss, so I picked up this nice link here. He's not fully frozen. I can get him thawed tonight. I'll take him out, and then I will reset that snare so it can start producing.
What you're hearing now is a video that's available online. It's one of many videos recorded by Andrew Stanley. Andrew is 28 and he has a channel on YouTube. He's also a trapper. He spends most of his time at his cabin, which is about 60 kilometers outside of Hay River. During his trips, Andrew catches link, beaver, marten, and wolverine and other animals. He also records himself talking about his traditional lifestyle. Earlier this week, he spoke with Philip Morin. He says his videos have now been seen more than 30,000 times.
I started trapping with my grandfather when I was about 6 years old. I ran traps with him. I actually really enjoyed it, and I just carried on. I started snaring rabbits at a young age, and when I got a little older, I went on to a bigger game, snaring link, and from there carried on to wolverine, and the 330 Connie Bear came out, and I started setting those when I was a little bit older, and trapping all kinds of animals around the north.
How far out of town do you go?
I am about 60 kilometers outside of Hay River, a little close to the NWT Alberta border, and I go across, I go towards the Cameron Hills, I trap around the hills, and I go a little east across the river towards Buffalo Lake.
Do you always go alone, or do people go with you sometimes?
Most of the time I'm by myself. If I got a friend or a relative that wants to come and check traps with me, I tag them along. It's kind of nice to have another helping hand along with me, but most of the time I'm by myself.
Now, this is something that you do as well for the resale value. You are a trapper out there.
Yes, I live in the bush. I eat moose meat every day and woodland caribou meat every day, and my income is from trapping fur-bearing animals.
How long have you worked at this trade?
I started when I got my general hunting license when I was 16 years old. I trapped from 16 till I was 20. Then I worked in the diamond mines for a couple of years. And then just the last 3 years I've been going hard trapping each winter.
Are there a lot of other people who do what you do around where you live?
There is a few people around. My neighbor Steve, he works out on his line too. He's got the program Take Kid Trapping, and he traps out there. And there's a few other people around that do a bit of trapping. Most of it is hobby trappers.
What kind of equipment do you use when you go out there?
When I go out, I take my 17 HMR. That's the rifle of choice for myself, which I use trapping. I take my 30-30 in case I see a moose or a caribou. And, of course, all my trapping tools I take, you need a knife and any other equipment I may need.
Let's talk a bit about the idea of putting yourself on YouTube, because some people haven't seen this world before of trapping. When did you make your first video?
If you check on my YouTube channel, there's one video I have on there. It's called Snaring Lynx. And I took that video. That was the very first video I've ever made working on the trap line. My mother bought me a camera, and it was a 512 card on there, so I could only record about 25 minutes of video. And that video was about maybe a minute long. And that was the first video I ever recorded and uploaded on YouTube. And then I went from there, and I had a lot of viewers on that and a lot of comments on it. And then I picked up a camera about 2 years after that. I picked up an 8-gig card, and I started making videos that were a little bit longer than that one. And now I upload up to 10 minutes to 15-minute videos. Word of mouth goes around, and I'm getting a lot more viewers and subscribers. I really didn't expect what kind of happened now. I get 500 subscribers, and I got a lot of viewers, mostly Americans. Yeah.
How do you decide what's going to be a video? What do you try to show when you record life out there?
Well, I try and record, I try and do something like when I was a little bit younger, when I was learning to trap, like I pretty much learned on my own after my grandfather died. So a lot of what I know now I learned on myself, and I thought maybe if I showed a little bit of trapping lynx or wolf and some little tips that I use, that someone else that is looking on YouTube to learn something, like, let's say, I want to trap a beaver, for instance. So I'm trying to trap a beaver underneath the ice, and I don't know anything about it. So I go on YouTube and I try, and I'm looking for a video. So I'm trying to learn myself, So I figure if I upload these videos, and a younger person or anyone that would like to learn how to do what I do, they could get tips and learn from that. That's why I actually kind of made these videos, because I'm always looking. I spend a lot of time on the online trying to look around how to catch any sort of animal or a fur-bearing animal. And so I figured if I upload a video and show how I go about doing things, and someone else that did what I did at a younger age was trying to learn, like how to trap a beaver under the ice, for instance. They watch my videos and see how I do it, and they could learn from me.
How do you do it? Do you hold the camera in one hand while you're moving something with the other hand, or do you have a tripod, or how do you do it if you're by yourself?
A lot of times I hold it with one hand, and I do have a tripod that I do set up and use. Most times I carry my tripod with me, so it's a little difficult trying to record videos by yourself. I only got two hands. I'm trying to record what I'm doing, and you know how it is, huh?
Especially in the cold.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of times I was going to go make a video, and it's too cold to make a video, or my camera battery would be too frozen to even work. So most of the time, I could only record some of the time. I can't record all the time because my battery's frozen, or my hands are too cold, or it's 35 below out, or what from there, huh?
You recently lost a camera. Can you tell us that story?
Yes, I did. I lost, about 4 weeks ago, I lost a camera, my Olympus Stylus Tough that my brother-in-law, Darcy Delory, bought for me last Christmas, and that's the one that I carried with me. I was down my trap line, and I had it on my tripod, or it was in my pocket of my jacket, and I caught a wolverine and a 330 Connie bear, and I was going to go record them, and my camera wasn't in my pocket or anywhere, so I think I left it on my tripod on the back of my Bravo box when I was filming from my last set, and it bounced off and I lost it. So a man named Alpha Trapper, one of my subscribers, he said, well, make a PayPal account and all of us subscribers will chip in. We'll all send you $10 and buy you new cameras so you can keep uploading. So I did that, and I woke up, I made a PayPal account and made a video on that. I woke up the next morning, and I had enough money to buy a new camera from my subscribers. So that was the last time I was in town. I just came in today, and I got a lot of footage I will be editing and uploading tonight.
There's a lot of TV shows now. There's the Ice Road Truckers, and guys like Alex Debogorski are very famous now in the States.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Maybe a little bit of Survivor Man, Les Stroud, these kinds of celebrities. Who knows? You might end up with a reality show for yourself.
I told my father the same thing that what you're just saying right now. I told him this a few weeks ago. I said, this YouTube channel is going to make me famous. I said, when the right guy sees it and comes across it and likes it, I said, I'll be the next Survivor Man. I'll call myself Chopper Man.
So I guess for now you've got, 30,000 views and counting on the channel.
Yeah, I haven't even turned on my computer since I got in town. Like I said, I just got back. I was out for 10 days, so I don't know. When I left 10 days ago, I had 557 subscribers. I don't know what I have right now. I really don't.
So in a way, I guess it all goes down to it's teaching the culture. It's just teaching it maybe using some new tools.
Yes, exactly, yes. I'm hoping... maybe, like I said, when I was a little younger and I was trying to learn myself, I'm looking online and I'm trying to figure out how to snare a beaver under the ice. And I'm looking on the internet. I'm trying to find a video, an instructional video or whatever, or a diagram of how you'd go about doing it, and there's not a whole lot on there. And then, like I said, I got a camera, and I said, well, I'll make an instructional video on how to do what I know about doing. And that's what I started doing.
You mentioned you learned from your grandfather. Was he also a trapper?
Yes, Harold Hudson was my grandfather. He was a commercial fisherman on the Great Slave Lake, and he was also a trapper. He was a champ. A lot of traps that I use now were from him. He gave them to me before he passed away. His memory still lives on.
Andrew Stanley lives in Hay River but spends most of his time at his cabin. If you want to see his videos, go to www.youtube.com/TheWildNorth.